Hey, really quick. Today I lost $2,800 on Tesla, as you can see on the screen as well. Um, there were a few mistakes that I made. I took one trade only. I was busy in the morning, so I didn't trade in the morning. And when I traded, I think the mistake that I made, because I was just journaling and I wrote down these things in my journal, I rushed it because I saw that I missed out on some money in the morning because I didn't trade because I had some other things on, which is fine, but losing money because of a stupid mistake made me think of why and how did this happen. I'll talk about all the mistakes, the mistake that I made actually. So, and you can use those mistakes and not make the same mistake and lose $2,800 like I did, right? Anyway, let's quickly jump on a 60-minute chart on Tesla. Let me show you what I was watching and where did I go wrong. All right, so I like to make 60-minute levels. So I was watching this little trend line 1, 2, 3, and if I show you, I shared this plan with my team on Tesla. This was the plan on Tesla that I had. If it got below this level in the pre-market, if it got below 110 point or 110, it can go down to 107.5 and then further. Anyway, so it went below this and the trade worked beautiful, but I was, as I said, I was not there in the morning to trade with everybody or even trade myself, so I missed this. And the big mistake that I made here was I made my level 107.5 while this level should have been this hourly level. If you see the wick right here, it should have been this level right here. Like, we got a rejection here, we got a bounce here, and we got a bounce here. So this in the history in the past as well, whenever we were trading, I was watching this level. It was a strong level, 107.24, 107.25-ish was a strong level, but I was watching 107.5 and I didn't actually pay much attention to, like, I usually think of it as a zone. This is what I usually do when I'm looking at trade. Always think of it as a little zone. But today I was very, very stiff on a level 107.5, 107.5, 107.5. And I think the big mistake here was just being so stiff and not being flexible enough to actually understand in the real time that I'm making a mistake. So on a 5-minute chart, this is what I was seeing. I'll walk you through one by one candle. So what I was looking at. So this is what I was looking at when I first came to the trading desk, and I thought to myself, okay, maybe we are forming this little flag and something. Let me see if this breaks, and if this level breaks, which was 107.5 I was watching, so I'll draw that level. I should have been watching 107.24, but I was watching this 107.5, and I was being very stiff with my levels, and I think it had a lot to do with in the morning we bounced off that 107.5, and I was like, okay, if this level breaks, we're gonna go lower. And the prices came. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Prices came down here, and it was like one of those trades where I didn't enter right away here. I didn't enter straight away, but I was like, okay, no problem. I'll wait, because here when the prices were actually going moving, like I didn't actually get that feeling that price is gonna break on the level 2. There were not many sellers, and also I'm a big believer that if a level consolidates before breaking, so if a level goes like this, I'll rather take a trade. But that's why I didn't take a trade straight away the first time. But the second time it went right around here when it was about to go, I took the trade here. This is where I entered, right? When we broke below 107.5, this is the second time when we broke below around this area. This is where my entry was, and I was like, okay, we consolidated in here, we consolidated, let me enter. But the mistake I made, as I said, 107, this was a level on the hourly charts, and I was so stiffly watching this level. I should have waited for this as a little zone instead, but I was being so stiff and being so stubborn. I got in here, which costed me some money. I got in here and it tried to break. Price turned around. Price started to turn around, and I thought to myself, maybe we will go down. It's still looking weak. I started making this trend line. I think I was emotionally, mentally, I was not at this right place. I made this trend line on the top. I'm like, okay, let me just give it a shot. Let me just wait. And then we broke this right here. And now me in my brain, I started thinking of it as okay, what's actually happening here? Maybe I was just giving myself reasons to be in a trade because my emotions were all over the place. This is just to tell you, it doesn't matter where you are in your trading career, you will get emotional. It's only about how you react to those emotions and how you journal and how you find out what mistakes you made. I went up. This is a trend line, broke, and now it's retesting again. I thought maybe it'll go down, and I didn't take my loss. While I should have taken my loss, because originally my loss was sitting right above this level. My stop loss was like, okay, I'll take a stop loss if 107.8 hits, I'll get out. But now it's sitting at 108, and I'm still, moving my stop loss higher because this is like emotionally, I was all over the place. And then it didn't even give me a chance. It straight away broke up. Like if you look at this wick that went up, at one stage this candle was all green candle. It opened here and it made a huge wick on the top. I'll show you on a 1 minute chart, maybe it'll be more clear. On a 1 minute chart, what happened? It broke above, and I'm like, nah, it's nearly a 108.5. So it's nearly $1 above my stop loss almost, or my entry point, where my entry was somewhere here, and I'm holding this position still way beyond my stop loss, just moving my stop loss a little bit, which I should not have done. So, and I took my loss around here, right? And then I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm done. I'm glad that I took my loss. I didn't let my emotions take over. Otherwise, right now, where the price of Tesla is, it would have been big loss. So there were two lessons that I actually learned from this. Number one would be, don't be stiff, be flexible with levels and treat them like zones. That was the number one mistake that I made, right? The second mistake I made in this trade was right? This was the mistake that I made. The first mistake being I was too stiff with my level, and I was just thinking on 107.5 instead of thinking of it as a zone. And the second one was I moved my stop loss and I took a bigger loss than I actually was ready to take. I didn't have a plan to take that big of a loss. I thought maybe 1400 should be good. That was my risk on the trade, to potentially make 5k, but I lost 2800, which is I'm not very happy. And I did my journaling and I wrote down these points, which are very important. You have to journal, you have to write these points down, right? And these were the two top mistakes. So if you see yourself doing this, don't, because this is something that will cost you money, as it costed me today. I'm only making this video for two reasons. One, I want to make a video every day for this whole year. Doesn't matter good or bad. I want to share every single thing. I want to share the reality. I want to share what a trader, full-time trader goes through, rather than just like all the social media fluff and the traders who never lose. It's normal, it's okay to lose. What's not okay is to blow your account on one day, okay? And realizing in the real time that you have fucked up. The things that I did good in this trade was I realized in the real time that I'm fucking up and I got out. And that's very important, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you actually learned from this video. If you did, throw it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm making one video every single day. As I said, good or bad, you will expect a video every single day for the whole year moving forward. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and I will see you tomorrow. If I trade it tomorrow, I should, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, thank you, goodbye.